Hello everyone, thank you for coming to my channel today. My name is Sadie and I will be guiding you through a 20-minute stretch for after you run or after you do any type of workout involving the legs. So we'll jump right into it. We'll start standing at the front of the yoga mat, feet about hip distance apart. And just start by finding your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Feeling the heat of the body. Feeling all of that energy from our workout tingling throughout. We'll heel toe our feet together, nice and tight, and then cross the left foot over the right. So the knees are crossed. And then we'll reach the arms up overhead, grabbing a hold of the left wrist with the right hand, and stretch over to the right, pressing the hips over to the left. So you really want to feel a counterbalance here between the parts of the body leaning to the right and the parts of the body leaning to the left. We'll lift all the way up, open the arms, and take a forward fold. You can keep the knees soft here, as long as the feet are both pressing firmly into the ground. We'll uncross the feet, bringing the feet together, knees still slightly bent, and just letting the head fall. Grab opposite elbows and take a few sways from side to side. Allowing the neck to release, the crown of the head drawing towards the mat. We'll bring the hands down onto the ground, bending deeply through that left leg, straightening the right. And then switch, bending deeply through the right, straightening through the left. We'll bend both knees and tuck the chin as we press to stand. We'll take it on the second side, crossing right foot over the left, crossing at the knees. We'll reach the arms overhead, this time grabbing the right wrist with the left hand and pulling all the way across to the left side, letting the hips sway over to the right. The more we play with this counterbalance, the easier it will be to stay in this position without wobbling. Lift back up. Release the hands out to the side. Take a big exhale as we dive over the legs. Forward fold. We'll uncross the legs, staying in our fold, keeping those knees slightly bent, and just allowing the body to hang. We'll grab opposite elbows and sway from side to side. We'll release the hands down, bending deeply through that right knee, stretching the left. And switch. We'll bend both knees and slowly roll up, keeping the chin tucked until the last moment. We'll draw the right knee into the chest, pulling it in nice and tight, rolling through the ankle, one direction, and then the other. Good. And then we'll start to kick that leg back, taking the quad stretch, grabbing a hold at the front of the right foot, keeping both shoulders facing the front, drawing those hips forward as we pull the heel towards the glutes. If you want to bring your second hand back there as well, you can for more of a stretch. But wherever we are, we're pressing those hips forward. Shoulders are pressing down. And we'll gently release that leg. Switching over to the left side, we'll bring the left knee into the chest and roll the ankle one direction, and then we'll roll it the other. We'll come into our quad stretch, sending that leg back, reaching around with the left hand to grab a hold of the front of the left foot. Hips are pressing forward as we draw that heel closer to the glute. The shoulders are still squared to the front. Once again, if you want to use a second hand to get a deeper stretch in the quad, you can do that as well. We'll release that leg back down. Just shake out your legs for a second. All right, coming back to standing. And we'll step that right leg back, coming to our runner's lunge. So after we just ran, you'll probably be kind of warm, but your muscles will be a little bit tight. So you want to really extend through that front knee, making sure that the knee is over the ankle, the back heel is pressing away from us. We'll drop the back knee and start to pull the hips back, taking our half splits. Left toes are flexing up towards the face, and then try to let the crown of the head fall. We'll roll forward back to our lunge. And then shifting over to the right side, we'll come into our wide-legged forward fold. Both feet are parallel to the shorter edges of the mat, and just allowing the head to fall as deeply as you would like. Make sure not to lock out the knees, but keeping a very slight bend. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, or press all the way up. We'll turn the heels in, toes out, and sink the hips towards the back of the mat over the right foot. And then rock the other direction over the left foot. One more time, rocking to the back of the mat. And then as we rock to the front, we'll shift back to our low runner's lunge. Stepping those feet back up to the front of the mat, forward fold. Let's take a flat back here, so pressing the hands against the shins will reach the crown away from us. Big inhale to extend the spine, and exhale to lower. We'll step that left foot back, taking our runner's lunge on the second side. Drawing the crown of the head away from that back heel as long as we can through the back of the body. We'll drop the back knee and start to pull the hips back, taking our half splits. Right toes pulling towards our face, the crown of the head releasing down. And try not to hold your breath here, but rather extend through the crown on an inhale and release further down into the stretch on the exhale. We'll look forward, rolling back to our lunge, and we'll walk the hands to the left side of the mat, this time coming into our wide-legged forward fold. Keeping a slight bend in the knees, reaching the sits bones up to the sky as we extend the head towards the ground. And you don't have to be still here. You can take small sways, finding whichever parts of your body need tension. Whatever sides that we favor during our runs or our workouts. Let's walk our hands towards the left foot, taking a nice stretch through the back of the hamstring. We'll bend through the right leg, deepening the stretch. And lift back up, walking through center. We'll go over to the right side, grabbing a hold of the ankle. And then we'll bend through that left knee. We'll straighten back up, walking back to the center. We'll turn those heels in and sink the hips back over the left foot. We'll rock through center to come over to the front of the mat to the right foot. Rocking towards the left. Rocking back through center to our lunge. We'll step that back foot forward, take our forward fold, pressing the hands against the shins, flat back, reaching the crown of the head forward, and exhale, lower down. We'll bend the knees and start to lift all the way up to stand. We'll lift that right knee up to the chest. And cross right ankle over the left leg, sinking those hips down, taking our standing pigeon pose. Making sure to flex that right foot as much as we can to protect the knee as we sink into this posture. Slowly unwind and step that right foot back to our lunge. We'll drop the right knee. This time, bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Heel toe that left foot out nice and wide. We'll plant the right hand and reach that left arm all the way around and back. We can stay where we are or lift that right foot up to meet the hand, taking a really deep quad stretch. Staying here for 3, for 2, and on the 1, we'll release. Bring both hands down. We'll come to the toes of the right foot, and we'll step up, taking our malasana, so our yogi squat. Heels in, toes out, bending through the knees. Elbows pressing against the inner thighs as we sink the hips low. Lower the hands down, stretch the knees, and heel toe the feet back together. We'll bend our knees and roll through the spine to stand. Left knee coming into the chest. And we'll cross ankle over thigh, sinking those hips down, taking our standing pigeon pose. Feeling that entire right foot pressing against the ground without the toes gripping. So just pressing all 4 corners of the foot down, feeling the hips dropping low. We'll press up to unwind and step that left foot back to our runner's lunge. Dropping the back knee down, we'll bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Heel toe the right foot nice and wide. Planting the left hand this time, we'll reach that right arm all the way back and around, either staying here or lifting the lower leg off of the ground. Catching foot in hand, pressing the hips low. Continuing to breathe. We'll gently release the foot. Tucking those back toes. And we'll rock up to our malasana, yogi squat. Left foot steps up, heels are in, toes are out. We'll sink the hips down as we press elbows against inner thighs. We'll bring the hands behind us as we come to a seat. Soles of the feet touching. Butterfly. We'll sit up nice and tall. Big inhale. And on an exhale, folding forward. There's no need to push in this posture. We can just allow the head to be heavy and let gravity do the rest of the work for us. Taking as much time as we'd like. We'll start to roll up through each and every vertebrae. Coming to any comfortable seat of choice. We can cross the legs, come into kneeling, or get something to sit on top of, like a yoga block or a cushion. We'll take 5 deep breaths together, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in and let it go. 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 Last one, inhale and let it go. Draw your hands together at the heart. Feel the warmth of your palms pressing together. Take this time to thank your bodies for the work that it has done today and for taking this extra moment to care for it and really give it what it needs after a challenging workout. Thank you for coming to my channel and practicing with me today. Namaste. If you enjoyed this practice, please remember to like this video, and if you want to see more videos like this one, let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to make it easier to find me and see whenever I post new videos. Take care.